what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mid-Level Media, and today we're late as usual, but we're going to be ranking the September Blu-rays and 4Ks that I did watch. I always try to cram in as many titles from whatever month as I possibly can, so I end up being a few weeks late because a lot of times, well, in this particular case, the last Tuesday of September was September the 30th, so a lot of stuff came out that day, and I had to catch up on it. And yeah, this is also going to be the first video where I discuss my thoughts on the Nightmare on Elm Street 4Ks. Now, I did unbox the Steelbook set, but I never did a review. And I wanted to do like a standalone review for that, but my plan was I was going to get the standard set in. I still do not have the standard set from Warner Brothers, and I was going to do the review with that. I still might do that, but honestly, I figured I would just give my thoughts in this video today. It's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I planned to do, but I'm kind of running out of time. And I just want to put September behind me because there's some incredible October releases that I want to get into and I want to focus on. So we're going to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street in this video today. So that'll be a reason for you guys to maybe check this one out. Make this video feel a little bit more important. There's also a few other titles that I haven't got a chance to discuss that I'm going to be discussing here today, but a lot of this stuff I did already review, did standalone reviews for. But look, guys, before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications for all future videos. I've got 15 Blu-rays and 4Ks to rank here today. Hey guys, so before we get started, I kind of screwed up the numbering system in the first half of my ranking, so I will correct myself about halfway through the video, but just wanted you guys to know that because I'm going to put the correct number up in the corner, but I'm going to be saying the wrong number as we go. So just keep that in mind, and I will correct myself eventually, but thank you guys for understanding. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Start with number 15, the worst of the worst. And I will say, I did not enjoy all of the titles that we're going to be ranking here today. And this is definitely the one that I enjoyed the least. I think beyond this, like I got some enjoyment out of some of the other ones. But it's definitely like a very large gap between my number 15 and my number 1. We'll just say that. But this is The Home on 4K from Lionsgate Limited. Beautiful release. Like Lionsgate Limited did a great job of packaging up this turd to try to sell it to you guys. It's a great little digipack with a slip cover. This movie was awful though. It was awful. I don't recommend it. I recommend, look, here's the thing. If you watch it on streaming and you enjoy it, you know, that's fine. You know, I mean, film is subjective, right? I didn't enjoy it. You may enjoy it. But please, for the love of God, watch this on streaming first before you drop $30 to pick up this nice 4K edition from Lionsgate. There's a good amount of special features and stuff here. There's some audio commentaries, but this is a horror film with Pete Davidson. Not that he can't do that genre. I actually am a fan of Bodies, and I thought he was pretty good in that, but he was also in a very limited role in that. This one, he's kind of the star, and I just don't think it works. It takes place in a retirement home. And that's kind of a unique setting. And I mean, old people, like in horror movies, like they can make them really creepy, and they tend to creep me out. But this one, I don't know, there just wasn't any suspense. I never once felt like any ounce of scariness, the scare factor at all. And it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. That's all I have to say about it. That's number 15, guys. 4K was good, quality good, features, packaging good, but still 15 because the movie is god awful. Next up, guys, this one wasn't much better, but I enjoyed this one a little bit better. My wife and I actually reviewed this on our channel, Married with Media. But Clown in the Cornfield, thank goodness I just bought the Blu-ray for $14 and didn't shell out $40 for the Steelbook. It was a really cool Steelbook with some good, like, you know, additions to it. But for this film, I'm glad I just paid $13. I mean, I should have just waited for it to come on streaming and watch it that way, but I shelled out the $14. I just didn't love it. At the end of the day, I thought it was okay. I don't plan on watching it again. I may watch it again at some point. Who knows? I'll keep it in the collection. You guys know me, but that's number 14 is Clown in the Cornfield. It had an audio commentary, and that was it. No like special features, video features, or anything like that. Coming at number 13 is The Materialist. This is an A24 edition. Really nice A24 edition. It's a Blu-ray edition. I don't think this one was available on 4K. This one was okay. I thought it was an okay romantic comedy, but it couldn't get higher than 13. There were some good features in here as well. And it's got a good cast. I mean, these are all Marvel actors. Dakota Johnson, Madam Web, and Chris Evans, of course, Captain America, and the Human Torch, and then Pedro Pascal, Mr. Fantastic. So, yeah, it was a decent movie. I thought it was all right. That's number 13. Number 12. I just reviewed this one and compared it to a bunch of different editions. Is Requiem for a Dream. I'm ready to say that I love this movie. Like, I really love this movie. I already want to rewatch it. The only reason this ranks so low is that this edition itself, like, there's really nothing new here than the previous editions, than the 4K that came out back in 2020. All the features are the same, the discs are the same, everything's the same. It's just updated in new packaging, which it is nice packaging. I appreciate a good, lenticular. I think it's pretty cool with the TV. That definitely plays into the movie and the themes of the film, for sure. But I just can't get it much higher. There's just better stuff that updated things better, and this one's just kind of the same release that we've already gotten 2 times before. Coming in at number 11 is a movie I didn't love, but this edition's really nice. But the Umbrella and Black Sheep 4K, and I don't know if I've talked about this yet. I may drop my Umbrella September showcase tomorrow, so I'll save my thoughts on it for them. But you'll know that I guess liked it enough to put it at 11, but there's some good features here in the movies. The movie's fun for what it is, but Black Sheep comes in at number 11. And next up, coming in at number 10 is Daybreakers, the 4K Steelbook from Lionsgate. I think it's a beautiful Steelbook. I like the lenticular action as well. I enjoyed the film. Nice, horror, sci-fi, action kind of thriller with a good cast. Sam Neill, Willem Dafoe. You got Ethan Hawke. I was struggling to remember his name. There was a couple new features here because Umbrella did an edition as well. I dropped this review, I should have, over the weekend where I compared it, the 2 editions, Lionsgate Limited and Umbrella. But this one added a couple new features that the Umbrella edition didn't have. So I think this one's actually the release to get. And it was a solid edition. 4K looked good. It was an upscale, but it still looked really good. So Daybreakers 4K Steelbook, that is my number 10. Coming in at number 9 is Tron on 4K. So I thought the 4K was great, but Disney and their steelbooks and their new 4Ks, they don't really put the effort in as far as special features, things like that. But I mean, like, you can't deny the picture quality was fantastic. It had a sound upgrade, I believe, to Dolby Atmos. I really enjoy this steelbook as well. And for a lot of people, like, that's why they get these 4K. They just want the upgrade picture quality, and that's definitely understandable. I definitely, I hold a lot of value in new special features, but also the movie itself. Like, I liked the movie, but I didn't love the movie. I am excited to check out Tron Legacy. I literally just got that in the mail as I'm filming this, so I can't include that in this ranking because I haven't watched it yet, but hopefully I'll get to watch Tron Legacy pretty soon. But as far as Tron on 4K, really great 4K. I think that, if you got this on Blu-ray, the Blu-ray looks decent too. Like, it looks pretty good, but the 4K is like, oh my God, just freaking immaculate and spectacular. Coming in at is this where we're at, I guess? Number 8. I think is this number 8, or am I just completely off on my ranking? Did I have 14 titles or no? I had 14 titles. What am I doing? Home is number 14. I'm sorry, guys. Clown on a Cornfield is 13. Materialist is 12. Requiem is 11. Black Sheep is 10. Daybreakers is 9. And Tron is 8. I'll put the actual numbers in post when I'm actually talking about them, but I completely messed up. I've only got 14 titles to talk about today. But coming in at number 7 is The Life of Chuck. Oh my goodness, guys. The Life of Chuck on Blu-ray from Decal Releasing is coming at number 7. Not because this is some like super special edition. This is just a regular Blu-ray, guys. But I love this movie so much. I still think it's my favorite film that has come out in 2025. I really love this film. Directed by Mike Flanagan, starring Tom Hiddleston, Karen Gillan, and Jacob Tremblay, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Mark Hamill. Who Mark Hamill is fantastic in this movie, but I love this movie so much, and it had some great features. I think it had a commentary with Mike Flanagan as well, so they did put some effort into the special features. And yes, this does have a 4K, but this Blu-ray looks spectacular. It looked great. I think you're good if you just get the Blu-ray. It is a modern film. But yeah, I love this movie so much. Like, it surpassed some of the even like great 4Ks like Tron, just because of the movie itself and the addition. I mean, it's a good, special features wise, it's a really nice edition. I would love to like I think this one does have like a special edition coming out in the UK actually, but I would love to see like a boutique label pick this up eventually and give it some kind of like super special premium treatment because I do think it deserves it. Not a horror film, Mike Flanagan's kind of known for horror, but more of a spiritual drama, I guess is what you would call it. Kind of a coming of age as well, but yeah, Life of Chuck based on a Stephen King short story. You haven't seen this, I highly recommend this film, and don't turn it off after the first 30 minutes. It takes a little bit to get into like what the movie actually is. Like allow yourself to be taken on this journey, and by the end of it, you'll love this film. I promise you will. But yeah, The Life of Chuck was spectacular. So that's my number 7, just pretty much based on the movie itself. Coming in at number 6 is Corpse Bride. I thought this 4K was fantastic. Such a great 4K. Warner Brothers did a great job adding a couple of new special features to this as well. I love this slipcover. It's nice and embossed, and you got the debossing right there in the hearts. And yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I hadn't seen it since 2005 when it came out, and I enjoyed the rewatch, but the 4K was mind-blowing good. Like it was so good. So that's my number 6. I reviewed that one as well, so check out my review if you haven't. Next one coming in at number 5 is Lost in Space. What a great 4K for a pretty okay, 90s science fiction movie, corny science fiction film. I always loved this film when I was a kid. I think it still holds up pretty well. I still think it's a little bit too long in the Spider Gary Oldman stuff. And some of the stuff that it does in the end with the time travel, it just doesn't work completely. But it's still a good movie. I enjoy this film. I've got a lot of nostalgia for it. I thought it looked great on 4K, but this edition spectacular. Really nice artwork on the Arrow Video edition. And Arrow Video, like they always do, they put the work into this, guys. That all the new special features here were incredible. You had special features and interviews with the director. You had video essays like talking about this movie, the legacy of this film. And they really put the love and care into this movie like they do 99% of their editions. They always do such a great job, and they did a fantastic job on Lost in Space. That is why it is my number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Creepshow 2. I was so happy to finally get this nice packaging in the collection. It was one of my biggest regrets to never have gotten the Blu-ray special edition back in the day. I just got the regular standard 4K. But what a package right here. I love the artwork. I've always loved Creepshow 2, super nostalgic for it. And this 4K was immaculate. It was so freaking good. Like it was just as good, I think, as Creepshow on 4K, the one that Scream Factory did. So very impressed by the 4K. Yes, there wasn't anything in terms of like new special features or anything like that. So that was a little bit disappointing, but the special features they included back in the day for the Arrow release were great features. So I really don't think you needed to add much new here, but a new feature would have been nice, or a new commentary or something like that, something new. But the packaging's great, and the picture quality was so freaking good. The raft in 4K, oh my God, it was so good. So that's why it's up to number 4 for me. This one might throw y'all off a little bit. And when I got done watching this the other day, I did not review it. Because honestly, it's a comedy. I just didn't think the review would do too well, so I didn't even bother, which is kind of sad. But this edition, like when I got done watching it and all the special features, I was like, damn, they really gave this movie some love and care. And I don't love the movie personally, but I think like if you do love the movie, you're definitely going to be happy with this edition. And I just think it's one of the best releases of the month of September, if not the year. And that is Meatballs on 4K from Lionsgate Limited. One of the best things I think Lionsgate Limited has put out in 2025. Yes, I'm gonna oversell this one. I'm gonna hype it up for you guys right now in this video. But first off, it's got a nice, lenticular cover. You got the sign going up and down. You got it, some nice stuff on the back. But when you take it out of the slipcover, you got the front image, and then you turn it around and you got the back image. This is like I watched this back in the day. I didn't love it, but rewatching it now, it's funny with this movie. It's rated PG, but this was made in 1978, 1979. So this is before they had the PG-13 rating, which they didn't get until, I think, 1984 with Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is where they first decided to introduce that. This should have been PG-13 because it does have a lot of like kind of risque humor and comedy to it. A little bit like provocative sexual innuendos and stuff like that. So I think the movie should have been rated PG-13, but you would think a film like this is like a Porky's, like a Revenge of the Nerds. It should be rated R or something like that, but it doesn't. Like it goes there, but it doesn't quite go that far. It really kind of stays in the more like kid friendly realm, I think, for the majority of this film. And it's a good story. I like Bill Murray's character in the film and his relationship with the boy. And it really hit me as is again, I don't love the film, but I think it's a really solid early Ivan Reitman film right before he would take off with films like Stripes and Ghostbusters. And I really enjoyed the film watching it this time around. But this edition is fantastic because they do like three brand new features with Jason Reitman, Ivan Reitman's son. And he talks about like there's one feature where he just talks about coming in and overseeing the restorations and some of the changes and some of the things that he noticed with the past like sound mixes and things that he was like, that's not right. Like we have to change that and make it more to the original version. So if you've got this on Blu-ray, like the sound was kind of screwed up like somewhere along the lines, and it was not what it was back in the, I guess, the VHS and the DVD days, and maybe even, I mean, when it came out in theaters back in the day. So Jason came in and noticed a lot of stuff that was screwed up, and he fixed a lot of things with the sound. And he also supervised the restoration and really had his father's vision for what the film, what he intended the film to look like in mind when he was doing that. So I feel like a lot of love went into this restoration in both like video quality and also sound quality. But the interviews with Jason Reitman were fantastic. There's like three of them in here. There's an also audio commentary with Ivan Reitman, which is a past one, of course. But you've got Ivan Reitman, head counselor. You've also got The Sound of Summer, establishing shot with Jason Reitman. So I'm pretty sure he's in all three special features. And then you got Casting Camp, the original 1978 Meatballs casting session. So there's four like brand new features here that were not included in past editions, that were Lionsgate limited extras. And then you got special features from past editions as well. So I just think overall, like Lionsgate did a terrific job with this particular release. So I had to give it its high marks and put it high up on the list, because to go in and finally fix like some of the issues that have been plaguing past releases, I think is really cool. And if you're a fan of this film, you're going to want this definitive edition of Meatballs on 4K in your collection. And the restoration was stunning, just like I thought it would be. Summer camp movies like are just always fantastic in 4K. Yes, there's some scenes where the quality isn't spectacular. That's more so just the low budget nature of it when it came out, the way it was filmed. And I'm sure they just couldn't properly restore everything. But the scenes that really shine, they shine hard. And I think this looked fantastic on 4K, just like I thought it was going to look. And the freaking Steelbook is just fantastic and beautiful. So yeah, I was not expecting to like the Meatballs 4K Steelbook this much, but I liked it. I liked it enough to put it up at number 3 on my list of September releases. So there you go. Coming in at number 2, guys, is Night of the Living Dead 1990 4K Steelbook. Beautiful Steelbook, great new special features, and you got both the uncut version and the theatrical version, both on 4K for the first time, and they're both on the Blu-ray as well. With all those new special features, makes this one a no-brainer to put up at number 2. I did a full review of this. This is definitely one of the best releases of the month. Only problem is you can't get it right now. It's like sold out. So hopefully this one comes back in stock soon. I heard it was coming back in stock soon. So hopefully that actually happens with Night of the Living Dead 1990. Okay. Coming in number 1, guys, of course, I'm sure you guys knew that this was going to be number 1. But Nightmare on Elm Street, the 4K Steelbook Collection, is my number 1 release for the month of September. This is actually my number 1. I'll just go ahead and say this is my number 1 release of the entire year of 2025. I love this release so much. Now, this did have a couple of new special features on it. I don't think it had as much as it should have. Like for a release like this, you should have really celebrated the franchise. Now, there's a lot of past interviews and stuff that they included on here, but you should have celebrated the franchise by doing at least like 5 or 6 new features, like Sony did with Night of the Living Dead. You had all those directors in one spot, Chuck Russell. You also had the director of Nightmare 5. You had the director of Nightmare 2. I'm blanking on all the names right now, but they were all together, and then Robert Englund as well. And it felt like a lot of those features were just Robert Englund centric, which I get it. He's Freddy. But you could have had a couple interviews with him, just him, and then you could have had individual interviews about, 10, 15 minutes long with Chuck Russell and the director of Nightmare 2 and 5. And I think it would have been a more definitive collection. Because again, you got these directors in there, like do something with them. Maybe do new commentaries as well with Robert Englund and the directors on the films. That's my only gripe. I think they should have done just a little bit more, but it's still my favorite release of the year just because Nightmare on Elm Street finally got the treatment that it deserves, guys, with beautiful 4K restorations. I cannot say enough. I wasn't down on the first Nightmare on 4K. I thought it looked really good, but in my review, I remember being critical of certain scenes and the way that certain things looked. I did not feel that way at all about any of the sequels on 4K. I actually think, even though it's one of my least favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movies, I think that part 2 is the best of the franchise on 4K. I thought that that looked so freaking good in 4K. Nightmare 2 blew me away. Like that bus scene in the beginning, but just the entire film looks so great and natural and just like filmic and just true to how like the vision of that film should look. Like it looked so incredible. Oh my God, I was so blown away by Nightmare 2 on 4K. But Dream Warriors, it's now Dream Warriors is a darker film. So I could see people checking that one out and being like, oh, that's a little bit too dark, but that's just because the movie's dark and it's got this real like bluish hue and tone over it the entire movie. But I thought it looked so good. It's so incredibly detailed. I have seen Dream Warriors like so many times on VHS, like it's not even funny. So to get to see it like this, like in the beginning where she's holding the skeleton baby, it looks so good. Like I was blown away by Dream Warriors. Dream Master totally delivered like I knew that it would. Oh my God, Dream Master was so good on 4K. Like I was just so happy with all these 4Ks. Even Freddy's Dead, like that was the one I was like, oh, is that gonna look that good on 4K? But damn, it does. It's up there with all like the 90s films on 4K. So incredible. And you had the director, Rachel Tallahay, come in and oversee that restoration as well, which kind of weird that she wasn't, because I know she was in studio. She took that picture of herself. Kind of weird she wasn't involved in the special features as well. And like, that's what I mean. Like you could have done an interview with her, talking about the film, talking about the reception of Freddy's Dead back in the day. She recently did some kind of an interview where she was talking about it. And I love Freddy's Dead. I do. Freddy's Dead is very close to the heart. I actually think that's my first Nightmare film. I feel like I watched that film first. I feel like I watched it back when I was like 7 or 8. So I think I want to say I discovered the franchise and the character with Freddy's Dead. So I'll always have a fondness for that movie. I freaking love Freddy's Dead. And then New Nightmare also looked so freaking good. So good. And Nightmare 5, like Nightmare 5, and to have that uncut version, which I think I watched the uncut version when I was a kid, because I did have the VHS tape. So, but to have that uncut version again after they took it away with the DVD release, which is what I've been watching it with since. And I got that Blu-ray collection. I got it way late, guys, because I was just stubborn. I didn't want to get it. I'm like, you know what? I'm good with my DVD. So I really can't compare these to the Blu-rays, but I do know that the Blu-rays were like 2 films on 1 disc and very compressed. And I've watched like Nightmare 2 and maybe Dream Warriors on that set before. And they're fine Blu-rays. They look fine. But again, like this is the treatment that these movies deserved in 4K. But yeah, Nightmare 5, you know, that bike kill scene with Dan in the beginning. Oh, it looks so good in 4K. And that's such a great scene. But all like the Super Freddy stuff and the black and white in 4K looks so incredible. But to go back to Freddy's Dead, like I did watch, like, because I watched the 3D mode because I wanted to see 3D in 4K. So I put on the glasses and everything when they shifted to 3D, and it blew me away. It looked so. I think that was the first time I actually took advantage of the 3D, because I don't think I ever wore the glasses with the DVD set back in the day. So I think that's the first time I actually watched that movie in 3D, those parts, and that it's only like the last 20 minutes of the film. But it looked great. Like I was watching 3D and 4K and it looked fantastic. So I was so blown away by all the transfers here. I did not rewatch one. I think I need to rewatch one to maybe appreciate that 4K a little bit more. But my God, like it's Freddy's Revenge and it's Dream Master for me. Like those two blew me away in 4K, especially Freddy's Revenge. Oh my God, it was so good. So yeah, that has to be my number one, guys. Plus, it's a beautiful steelbook set. All the movies. I unboxed this thing, guys. Go check it out if you haven't. I'm not going to do it again here, but all the original poster art on the steelbooks, the interior artwork, such a great job. I am so happy that Warner Brothers finally gave this franchise the treatment it deserves, and that is why it's my number one. So there you have it, guys. That is my ranking. I apologize. I messed up with the numbering system early on, but hopefully you guys are okay with it. You're cool with it. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Oh, guys, and don't forget to let me know your top 5, your top 10 releases for the month of September in the comment section below. Turn on bell notifications. Follow me on all my social media account links down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.